Welcome back, boys and girls. I hope you're all doing good, having a great day. This is a requested video, everything you need to know about crafting inside of Diablo Immortal. We will be discussing what you can craft inside of Diablo Immortal. Your desired item could be the legendary item, could be the set pieces, eternal effects, and where to obtain the material as well. And so if that sounds interesting, leave a like. That is gonna be a huge help. And now, without any further ado, we're gonna start with some basic information like you won't see all of these crafting options from the get-go. The requirements are tied to some of the inferno difficulties. So as you climb through the inferno difficulty, you will start seeing more and more options here for the crafting. The first one that you will see is going to be set crafting, and later, I believe so, once you reach the Inferno 2, you will start seeing legendary equipment crafting, and then Inferno 7 and above, you will see the ancient legendary crafting. So if you don't see some of these options, that would mean you need to try and get to the next difficulty available. Every time you reach a new difficulty, you will be unlocking new features, and some of those new features also include ability to craft more stuff. You can see everything available here that unlock with each difficulty. All you have to do is click on one of these difficulties here. Then there is this magnifying glass icon here. Click on that and it will tell you what features each difficulty will be unlocking. Now some of the basic information is out of the way. Let's dive into what we can craft here at the blacksmith. Item crafting. And as you guys can see, the first option that we have at the moment, it is legendary equipment. You can craft helm, shoulder, chest, legs, whatever you're looking for, but this is going to be a bit different compared to a normal piece of equipment that drop in dungeon, open world farm, or the raid bosses, gauntlet, whatever. There is one difference here. That is gonna be each time you craft these legendary items, they will have the eternal effects, something like this. Black hole emit arcane missile from its center. This is one of the visit eternal effects. There are a few more you can see for the slow time meteor. And once more, these eternal effects is for the visit only. If you are a barbarian item roll with their own special eternal effects. The one that you can get from playing dungeon open world farm raise, they will not have the eternal effects for the skill. And so when you go and craft an item here, they can come with a random eternal effect. For example, I'm going to try and craft one chest. There we go. And you can see it came with a random eternal effect that is for the lightning nova. Increase your attack speed by 8%. And we can try and target something as well using some of the material that we're going to talk about later in the video. And now I can actually click on this small icon here and select the eternal effect that I want. So for example, if I want the slow time here, I can get that. So I am going to craft it right now, right there. I don't recommend doing this. So this is basically for the video purpose, but the item that I end up getting, it is pretty good. It has a fortitude willpower, something that we should be looking forward to try and get a maximum amount of secondary stats. But anyhow, that is how you can craft and target a specific eternal effect. There are other ways to obtain eternal items with the eternal effects as well. Once you reach the Hell 2 difficulty, you can go and do the Terror Rift. You will find Terror Rift active in one of these zones. You can try and farm the towers inside of these Terror Rift, and there is a chance that a legendary item will drop, and they will always have the eternal effects on them. And you can also farm Terror essences inside of the Terror Rift. Once you obtain these, you can either use these for the Oblivion Pillar. For example, if I use it, it will open a Oblivion Pillar. I can go kill a boss there, and there is going to be a chance that it will drop a legendary item, and it will have always the eternal effects. Other ways of using the Terror Essence is going to be the bounty board. You can go to the bounty board, click here, accept, and you can upgrade by clicking this small icon on the top right. Says upgrade bounty. It will consume one of the Terror essences that you obtain inside of doing Terror Rift. It's a random drop inside of a Terror Rift. You don't always get them, but you can use them, upgrade your bounty. It is going to be much harder, but once you go and do this bounty, there is going to be a chance that it will drop a legendary item, and those legendary items will always have the eternal effects. Now let's talk about how we can obtain these material that is needed to craft the item you are looking forward to, including rhodolite. That is going to be a lot harder. You cannot obtain more than 6 of these, and there is a way to see if you have reached your cap for the week or not. So what we have to do is click on this icon here, the codex icon, and scroll down until you find crafting material collection. Click on this magnifying icon here, and it will tell you your cap for the iron ore and all the other material that you can get weekly. Now let's try and find out how you can obtain each of these material. If we go back to the blacksmith, all you have to do is click on the icon of the material you're looking for, and it will tell you exactly where you can find it. For example, iron ore can be dropped or obtained from mining ore nodes, and also a possible reward from Oblivion Pillar, Terror Rift, Hellslay Bounty, and Destruction Call event. That is basically a dead event. So all the sources that you can obtain this iron ore, same for the silver, or you can see where it drop obtained from mining, and remains can only be obtained from defeating elite monsters in the wild, that is open world, or doing dungeon, and also fighting bosses. So all the sources of getting these remain. And as for the rhodolite, it is a very rare crystal, can be obtained from mining or node. Whenever you mine a node, there's going to be a chance that it can drop the rhodolite, and also a possible reward from Oblivion Pillar, Terror Rift, Hellslay Bounty, and Destruction Call. So all the ways you can obtain the material you are looking forward to. And now let's move forward to the Ancient Legendary. And like I said, this feature will only unlock once you reach Inferno 7 and above, and you need the ancient artifact Inferno material, something that you can only obtain from doing your daily 150 battle pass points. Once you do that, you will be gaining 3 or 4 of the artifact material, and it will take quite a lot of days before you reach 100 that is needed to craft even one ancient legendary item. These ancient legendary items come with 4 magic effects and 4 magic attributes, and has a lot of combat rating, why they are really strong. Other than that, there isn't much with the ancient legendary as of right now. Really straightforward. Moving forward, skill stone crafting. You can use your silver ore to craft a skill stone, and it will always come with a couple of effects for your class. And if I craft another one here, it will give me another skill stone with 3 of the magic effects that my class has. Now I can go and use it here at the charm craftsman. The charm that we crafted are in the inventory, the last tab down here. These are the items that I crafted. We click on services, go to Imbue and click on our charm. Go to Imbue and select one of the things that I want to change. Let's see, I don't use Arcane Torrent anymore. I want to change that, and I click on the skill stone, and we can try and put uh, this one here and see if it gives me one of the effects I need, like the slow time. It is gonna be a random one, and we got the monk effect. So we're gonna keep a original effect that we had. So that is how the skill charm crafting works. And at the end, we only left with set crafting. Very simple. You salvage the set pieces that you don't need, you get the wisp, and then you can basically go and craft whatever item you're looking for. They're gonna cost you 5 wisp. You can see the cost of crafting and the material. The flowing shard can be obtained from salvaging a legendary item, and then fable wisp can be obtained from destroying a legendary item. But keep one thing in mind: if you destroy a item from Inferno 8, you will get a Inferno 8 wisp. And if you, let's say, destroy a item from Inferno 1, you will get Inferno wisp that can only be used to craft Inferno 1 item. And then Inferno 7, you can also try and convert that. Go to this merchant, click on shop, and Inferno Fable Wisp. You can try and convert some of the older one to the next difficulty, but the conversion rate isn't the best. And there we go, the ultimate guide of crafting inside of Diablo Immortal. And at the end, I want to talk about Enchant Feature, even though it isn't about crafting, but it is still a part of the blacksmith. So you guys know we end up crafting this piece of equipment that had the fortitude, vitality, willpower. It has more combat rating than the piece of equipment I am equipped with, and this is basically a really good piece of equipment. And so what I will be doing, I will be equipping this, and then we will be enchanting the maximum life to the beneficial duration. Now, in order to change one of the magic effects on our equipment, you need to make sure all your primary gear is at rank 30. Otherwise, the game will not show you the enchant feature at the blacksmith. And so we go to services this time around. Click on the enchant feature, select our chest piece, go to enchant, select maximum life increase, and we're gonna try and see if we can get beneficial effect duration. And again, keep this in mind, this is a end game feature, consume a lot of gold and material, and so we're gonna try and get the beneficial duration. It can take quite a few attempts. And there we go, actually got lucky, beneficial effect duration increase. And so there we go, as a bonus, I thought I should be including the enchant feature here in this ultimate guide as well. Leave a like, that is going to be a huge help to me and help to new players who will be joining Diablo Immortal and try and figure out the crafting feature, how it works in Diablo Immortal. Now I'm signing off. You guys have an excellent day. Take care, and I see you all in the next one.